Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first ever Athletic for Kids Game On virtual gala. Thank you all for joining us this evening. My name is Howard Blank, and I'm honored to be your co-host this evening. And the last time I was at a Game On gala was back when we had fighting at a big fighting gala at the Hard Rock Casino. My co-host today really needs no introduction, but it's an honor to introduce her. She is an Olympian. She is an amazing philanthropist, a true giver, and a true champion of sport. Please welcome Charmaine Crooks. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Howard. What a pleasure to be here with you all, and a pleasure to be with you too, Howard. And thank you so much for all you do for the community. And that is really what tonight is all about. The Athletics for Kids team has really had a great time putting together what I'm sure will be an energy-packed hour with some amazing videos and messages for all of us. Now, there are two ways that you can support A4K tonight: from your phone, your iPad, your laptop. Just go on and go to givergy.ca/A4K Game On to make a donation or to bid on our incredible silent auction items. Now, we suggest you sign on through your mobile phone, iPad, or laptop so you don't miss one bit of the show ahead. Now, you can also scan the QR code shown on the screen right now from your mobile device to bring up your donation, our donation website, so you can go on and make your donations. But first, a big thank you to all the people who put this evening together, and in particular, a huge thanks to Craig Napton, our Game On committee chair. What an incredible A4K champion he's been from the very beginning. And he's been heading up the Gala committee for what, almost 20 years.
Wow.
That's a long time to be part of your community. And thank you so much to him and everyone.
And you know, Charmaine, we also want to give a special thank you to all of our sponsors, and of course to our co-presenting sponsors, Capilano Audi and Maven Consulting. We couldn't put this event on without a whole community of support behind us.
That's right.
And we are so grateful for these wonderful organizations. They have stood by us through thick and thin, COVID and non-COVID. So without further ado, on with our show. Here's a video to show you what A4K is all about. Take a look at this, Charmaine.
Athletics for Kids puts children and youth from lower income families into sports by paying for the sport registration fees. So we work with over 1,200 sports organizations around the province, and we put kids in over 45 different kinds of sports. You name a sport, we've got kids playing in it.
Athletics for Kids is a really bare bones charity that tries to make a big difference. We don't pay for fundraising, we do it all ourselves. We are a board-driven charity. The only employee or expenses we have is an office to keep our files and an employee to answer the phones. Other than that, all the money we raise goes directly to the kids.
The values that sports bring to not only kids but their families are almost endless, right? There's, like I said, a healthy lifestyle and keeping kids active and out of trouble.
Our goal for Athletics for Kids generally is to make sure that we continue to expand, to make sure that every child gets a chance to play every sport they want to try. Sports are all about life skills and learning how to make friends, how to be a leader, how to lose graciously, how to win graciously. It's about building self-esteem and learning about yourself, making connections. It's social, it's emotional, it's mental, and of course it's physical. It is obviously for the athlete, but I have seen so many times where a whole family is impacted profoundly because a child or children in their family are taking part in sports.
You know, when I was 30, I realized not everybody got to play sports whenever they wanted. That for some, it was a lifestyle decision of whether they ate or had a roof over their head. So I realized how lucky I was, and felt I had to do something about that.
For some of these kids, right, depending on what the situation is at home, you know, sports can be a real outlet, right, and a really positive outlet. Getting around other kids your age and competing and socializing and, you know, developing good habits.
We have a good range of people on the board. They are, as a group, a team of people who's really passionate about making sure that we succeed as a charity.
Well, our mission is to ensure that every child in BC has access to the sports that they want to play. So that's a big goal, right? And a goal that we don't even know what the total number is, but we know for a fact that we're not getting everybody.
At A4K, we want people to be aware of how big a difference just a small little effort from them can make to a kid's life. And at our dinner, at the Gala, I often say, take a kid to dinner. You know, the amount of money you're going to spend tonight to have dinner with your wife will let a kid play sports for 12 months of the year. And is that really a big effort? And so, yeah, we try to, a lot of people out there want to give. They just don't know how or where. So we want to let them know that there's opportunities that can change a kid's life and make them feel good.
To everyone who supports Athletics for Kids, I'd like to say a massive thank you. We cannot show enough gratitude for everyone who's helped us make Athletics for Kids what it is. It's grown a lot in the last few years.
For the last 15, 16 years, we've had an in-person gala that's been our biggest fundraiser, but we can't do that right now. We weren't able to do it last year. So this virtual gala turns into a big opportunity for us.
We're really excited about this year's virtual gala event. We have some incredible people joining us for this, and I think it's going to be a really fun evening and a really important evening for fundraising.
To replace, the funds that we weren't able to get from our in-person gala, it's really critical to us being able to keep up with the demand that's coming.
So we need tons of support from the community to make sure this works, and we're looking forward to having a great evening with everybody.
We know that it's an easy event and an easy organization to support. I hope that you will support it tonight too, and that you'll feel in your heart to give. It doesn't have to be big. You don't have to be big to help us, The ocean is made of drops of water. So every little drop counts, and every little donation counts, big or small.
Hi, Eugene Levy here. We didn't have Athletics for Kids when I was growing up in Hamilton. If we wanted a game of baseball, we'd rustle up some kids on the block and go over and hop the school fence and have a game right there in the schoolyard. I do remember a lot of school windows being broken, and every time we broke a school window, we would call that a home run. Because literally we would run back home before we were caught. But had there been organized sports back in Hamilton in the day, I might not have ended up being an actor. Who knows, might have ended up being bat boy for the Toronto Blue Jays. So I think Athletics for Kids is a great idea, a great concept, a great organization, especially for kids who might not get a chance to participate in organized sports. And I'm sure it teaches one the importance of team play, and who knows, kids might end up making lifelong friends. So here's to Athletics for Kids.
All right, hi everyone. I'm Morgan Riley. I play hockey for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and I'm here in support for Athletics for Kids. And I believe that every kid, deserves to have the opportunity to play sports growing up. I know for me, when I look back, those are my most valuable memories, playing on teams and playing in tournaments. And I think that there are real great opportunities to learn a lot from playing sports at a young age. And I know for me, learning how to compete, learning how to work with teammates, how to win and also how to lose. I mean, those are extremely valuable life lessons that you learn through playing sports at a younger age that, really come into play as you mature and as you grow older. And I think that every kid should have that opportunity. So I'm proud of A4K, and I'm glad to be here in support of it. And I look forward to being out on the field or on the ice or on the court in the future, 2021, 2022, and just hope everyone's staying safe and healthy.
Hey everybody, Paul Haysom here from Global BC. I'm here to talk to you about the power of sport. For me, sports started at such a young age. I played hockey, I played baseball, I played soccer, I even played cricket. I didn't understand the rules, but my parents are British, so I played it. For me, sports taught me so many life skills. It taught me leadership, it taught me teamwork, it taught me hard work, and it's skills that I took with me throughout the rest of my life. Even as a failed hockey player, I didn't quite make it to the NHL, but I parlayed those skills into broadcasting, and they're skills that I still use to this day. And over the last year, what I've really learned is that the power of sport has helped with my mental health, be it working out, be it coming to the golf course, being it just part of the community. Sports has helped with my mental health. And that's why I support A4K. They do so much for so many kids in this community who just want to play sports. So thank you for supporting A4K. I'm going to continue supporting A4K. But right now, I'm just going to go miss a double bogey putt.
It's amazing to hear how many people are really supporting A4K and how much impact that it's having.
Absolutely. You know, Eugene, Marcus, Paul,
Yeah.
they're wonderful people,
Amazing,
all with us tonight
That's right.
for one goal, to raise money for A4K. And by the way, Charmaine, we have some great staycations for you folks, some unique experiences, dining, wining, to luxuriate in, and almost everything else you need to get through the next few months without going too far from your home. And I guess that's important right now.
Absolutely.
So remember, go to Givergy, Givergy.ca, not .com, .ca /A4K, the number 4, game on. Okay, so that's givergy.ca /A4K, game on. And don't forget, it won't close until 8:30 tonight. So after we're done our
Lots of
live
time,
portion, you
lots of
still
time.
have time
That's
to
right.
bid and
Yep.
be outbid, and we'll be able to add those totals in later on to tell you what the gross total is. And by the way, check that chat to the right of your screen for the link. It's there right now. And you know, Charmaine, it takes a lot of support for A4K to keep funding children and families and to keep youth in sports year after year. And we are so proud of the work that we've accomplished at A4K. And as you know, it's life-changing.
Absolutely. It's so life-changing, but we can't do it without the support of the team behind the team, which is what the community is all about. And these are funds that will stay right here in BC to support kids right here in BC for them to, realize a more healthier lifestyle through sports.
And you know, folks, COVID has taken a toll on everyone, whether it's physical issues, financial, mental health, etc. Now more than ever is the time where we need to get children back out and enjoying sport and socializing and learning all the wonderful aspects that sport brings, as you know firsthand. Absolutely. And we need your help with that. And we are particularly excited tonight to share a rather important milestone in the history of A4K. Thanks to wonderful sponsors, many community partners, and generous donors just like you folks tonight, we have just recently reached putting over 10,000 children into sport. 10,000 lives that have been impacted through A4K. And if you exponentiate that out, it's millions of people touched through this little process we call A4K. Every one of those children and youth have a story to tell and an amazing accomplishments to share. And we're so proud that you are going to be meeting a few of them during our show right here tonight, Charmaine.
That's right, to hear about their journey.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Like so many charities, Athletics for Kids fundraising initiatives have been devastated by this pandemic, with the loss in 2020 of their 2 large annual sold-out in-person events. And I used to host one of them,
That's
so
right.
I know
and
what
it's
that's
so good
like.
we can do this virtually now.
Exactly,
Right? Yeah.
exactly. And with your hope tonight, folks, we can hope to bridge some of that fundraising gap so that A4K never has to say no to a deserving family. Think about that. A family who's used to having their children in organized sport, all of a sudden, both parents are out of work. Their lives have turned upside down. They don't want to ask. People are proud, but we want to be able to be there and offer without them asking. So please, we encourage you to donate generously right now.
And we all know that sports can give so much more than just learning a set of physical skills. The power of sport goes way, way, way beyond that. It teaches discipline, focus, self-respect, time management, collaboration, teamwork, and certainly communication as well.
And leadership.
Absolutely. You know, sports has provided me with a lifelong friendships, not just here in BC and Canada, but all around the world, mentorship, and also connections to the local community, and to help build self-confidence, inclusion, leadership, and so much more in our youth of today has never, ever been more important. And now, in the midst of this pandemic, kids and families are really struggling. And they need sports more than ever before to stay healthy, both physically, mentally, socially, and most importantly, emotionally as well.
Absolutely, Charmaine. And we've got some amazing stories that show you just that and how critically important it is that every child gets a chance to play. And the bottom line, every. And we can't do that without your help, folks. We've got some messages from our supporters, and Carla Sachs is going to jazz things up for us. So grab a drink, get comfy, and on with the show.
Hi everyone, my name's Melanie Mark. My Niska name's Lahaik Wiskak, and I'm so proud to be BC's Minister for Tourism, Arts, Culture, and Sport. I have to tell you, sport had a huge impact on my life and really saved my life and helped me cross the finish line. Growing up in the projects of East Vancouver with a single mom, I was on the court and playing rugby and playing field hockey and soccer and basketball and all of those things that really instilled so many values that I know you appreciate. Teamwork, confidence, determination, resilience. And so it's my honor to be participating and sharing a few words with you as you celebrate this Game On Gala, supporting athletics for kids. It's so vital that we empower young people to cross the finish line. It's so vital that we limit barriers, eliminate those barriers, and open up access to opportunity. So thank you for the work that you do. Thank you for being on the side of young people. I believe that sport is the great equalizer. I believe that all young people have the right to play sport. Thank you for your leadership, your advocacy, your passion. Dig deep and support those young athletes. Congratulations and have a great time.
I don't like virtual galas. In fact, I don't even like the word virtual. I spent half my life trying to make my artists sound good, look good, and present great shows for the public. And now I end up with artists doing videos in the washroom, doing videos in the kitchen, doing videos in their bedroom, dressed in their pajamas. It's ridiculous. My problem is, I do like sports, and I got talked into coming to this gala. And I know that sports teaches great lessons and has many benefits for lots of kids. And that's why I'm here tonight, to support athletics for kids. I hope you're all here for the same reason.
I'm Manny Sabrell, and I've been with Athletics for Kids from the very beginning in 2003. My boxing coach, the late Honorable George Angelmanis, guided me to the 88 Olympics and a professional world title. George organized the boxing at the very first Athletics for Kids Boxing Night Gala at Hollywood. I hope that I had the honor to continue this throughout the years. For close to 20 years now, thousands and thousands of kids have benefited from the funds raised, and the youth have been impacted by your generosity enormously. We've had youngsters supported at the boxing gym where I coach at and the high schools that I've taught at. What it has done for them cannot be topped. It has not only given them, these youth, hope at boxing, but more importantly, it has given them hope at life.
Hi everyone, my name is Dylan Playfair. I'm an actor, a business owner, a producer, a writer. I've done a lot of different things. I've worn a lot of different hats, but every single thing that I've done in my life has been influenced by having played sports. Being a part of a team, being a part of a group of people working for a common goal, how to win, how to lose, how to deal with adversity, how to overcome challenges, how to communicate, how to work in a group. All of these things are such incredible life lessons that playing sports, you're exposed to those adversities and those triumphs and those hardships. All these things come in handy as you go on with the rest of your life. When you join a business, when you become a member of a team outside of sports. Without athletics, I know for a fact I wouldn't be the person I am today. So for that reason, among many others, I'm a huge proponent, big supporter of Athletics for Kids, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity to support them and represent them. So keep on playing sports and let's get more kids out there.
Hi there, my name is Dan Payne and I am proud and honored to be here supporting Athletics for Kids. I know for me personally, athletics and sports were an essential part of my growing up. They taught me life lessons that were valuable then and still hold amazing value to today. I know that they taught me things like sportsmanship and camaraderie, and it gave me a chance to be a part of something. And it gave me the confidence to continue to grow and explore and eventually find my passion. So I think it's beyond important for us to be able to give every kid that we can that exact opportunity. So if you can help out, please do, because I know for me personally, it mattered more than I knew then, and I'm so grateful for it now.
Hi everyone, this is Alexander Kerfoot of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Sport has obviously been a huge part of my life, and I think it's super important for all kids to be able to have the same opportunities. Whether you have dreams of becoming a professional athlete or you just want to play games and have fun with your friends, there should be no barrier to entry, and that's why I believe so strongly in the work that A4K is doing to bring sport to kids regardless of their socioeconomic backgrounds. From my experience, sport teaches kids lessons such as teamwork, competitiveness, confidence, and leadership that are very hard to find outside of the arena and can be used in all aspects of life. So thank you all for your time and generous donations, as this is truly a great cause. I apologize for my beard as we're gearing up for the playoffs here. Thank you.
My dad passed away when I was 9. And yeah, my mom was just left with 5 of us kids. So the struggles for her were crazy. Like, she was our backbone.
I was terrified. I became a single parent of 5 young kids, aged 5 to 13 years old. I didn't know what I was going to do, how I was going to continue. I had no access to money. It was terrifying.
We kind of grew up a little fast. And being that young, it's kind of hard to understand everything or remember how it was, but it's definitely left an impact on our family, and I think it always will.
One thing that was very challenging was trying to maintain some normalcy for my children. They were all involved in sports, all 5 of them, and I didn't know how I was going to be able to continue doing that because we had no access to any money. We didn't know really where we were going to land at this point.
She saw that we loved sports and enjoyed every second of it, so she didn't want us to lose that. I think that's when she reached out to Athletics for Kids.
So when Athletics for Kids basically took over one aspect that was a big concern for me, it was a huge relief.
Sports are expensive. Obviously, you have to eat before you have fun, so if we were lucky, we would have played sports. But Athletics for Kids really took the weight off my mom, made it stress-free.
So all 5 of my kids benefited from Athletics for Kids. Nico and Landon were fortunate enough to be able to continue playing sports after high school and managed to get rugby scholarships to UBC.
Getting a scholarship to UBC was very satisfying. I was very happy to hear from them that they wanted me to play for them. So I just saw how successful Nico was being. He was getting good grades and he was performing at the highest level that you can in university for rugby. and I just always admired the level that he was playing at, and it always gave me something to strive towards, to try and get to what he was at, and maybe even surpass it, hopefully, one day.
Seeing him do what I did is definitely rewarding and paving a way for him, I guess. I looked up to my older brother in rugby for years. I always played with him and his friends, and then having Landon do that with me, it's rewarding because I know how it felt.
I'm so relieved to be sitting here at this point in time with 5 adult children, and everybody's doing well. We're doing just fine. And we're almost 15 years later. That's crazy to think.
I think it's really important that every kid that wants to should have the chance to play. If I was going through the struggles that we had with my dad now, I think not having the outlet of sports would have really made things worse.
I would encourage anybody who needs some help to take advantage of what's being offered, because it's not just for you. It's for your children. It's for their benefit. Children who are active in sports are healthier, they make better choices. It's just a positive way for them to direct their energy and efforts.
Being funded to keep playing our sport, it's like a trickle-down effect that never stops. You're always building for something and trying to get better at one thing or whatever it is. Having Athletics for Kids do that for us when we were so young, it's helped with everything in life, not just sports.
You know, Athletics for Kids is a cause worth fighting for. Just, you can see the effects that it's had on me and so many other families.
For people supporting Athletics for Kids, keep doing it, because there are kids like me who really appreciated it. Every day I think about sports, so I know it wasn't possible without the help of people donating and being there for kids.
To Athletics for Kids, I say thank you. Thank you for helping me at the lowest time in my life, for being there to carry us through at a time when I didn't know how I was going to make do, how I was going to survive, how I was going to manage, how I was going to continue to provide for my kids. So thank you. I'm forever grateful, and yeah, you saved us.
Wow, that was a very touching story, and once again, just a reminder of the true power of sport, of community, and being surrounded by all that love, from
Absolutely, and the love really comes from the fact that everyone at A4K plants that seed. It germinates through sport and truly touches so many lives. All right, folks, you ready, Charmaine?
Sure.
Get those phones, iPads, and tablets ready and go to givergy.ca/A4K Game On to make your donations. This is we're going to be doing our live ask.
No one better than you, Howard. Let's go.
Well, thanks so much. And folks, here's how it's going to work tonight. I'm going to talk about different levels, and as pledges come in, I'm going to try and do my best to say thank you personally to you folks. And if Charmaine sees a name, we have a little monitor here where we'll be able to actually recognize you. You also will see your names at the bottom if we can get to it. If not, the great thing about this is either way, when this is all done, the wonderful folks at A4K are going to personally pick up the phone and call you and thank you. So you've truly helped with our miracle pledge tonight. So the way I always say it, Charmaine, is you don't get if you don't ask. So we're going to start to help 100 children in sport. The cost is $20,000. If you can do it personally or professionally through your business, you get a full tax receipt, which is about 67% back. Is there anyone at this level who can help us out with a $20,000 gift? And I'm looking at new bids right now. I don't see any yet. But by the way, just coming in, Brian Gandon, thank you so much for your wonderful donation, Brian. We really appreciate it. And we also have Marcy Gandon, giving as well, and
Like the
Michael
whole Gandon
Walls.
family.
Yes,
About
exactly.
three
That's-
Gandons there.
Oh, Garden, I should say. It's Garden. Thank
that's
you.
right. Yep,
But you see how
there's
how
one Gandon and
appropriate.
two, yes,
One
Mary
Gandon
Garden,
and
yeah.
2 Gardens equals a full house. Okay. So thank you so much, folks, for giving. Our next level is $10,000. We'll help 50 children in sport. And already we have a wonderful donation from the Francis Family Foundation. Thank you so much. 50 children's lives have been changed right now. 1 minute, we've done it.
There you
Like,
go. Amazing.
it's wonderful. Is there anyone else at this wonderful level at $10,000 that can help us? Anybody else to change the lives of 50 children? All right, our next level is $5,000, which will help 25 children in sport. I want to thank Staub Electronics. Staub is there. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your gift. By the way, just coming in, Gary Kincaid has given us $800. We'll keep it just there for a sec if we can scroll back. Jeff Picklington,
yeah,
thank you so
friend,
much,
yeah.
Jeff. $360.
Thanks, Jeff.
That's amazing. It doesn't matter what amount you want to give.
Absolutely.
Is there anyone else at the $5,000 level that can help us out? We're going to wait a second here. Maybe 2 families coming together.
They have till 8:30 still, too. right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, it's
See,
10,000.
you see, this is what I
Wow,
love.
Thank
A
you.
10,000 donation from the Belmont Foundation. Jerome Rack, thank you so
Thank
much.
you,
Bless you
Jerome.
guys,
Thank you.
$10,000.
That's amazing.
And that is absolutely wonderful. That's 50 children who've been helped.
Thank you.
50 more children. All right, anybody else at the 5,000 level? Okay, $2,500 helps 13 kids in sport. And we'll just keep it there for 1 second. The 25, who can help us at 2,500? You know, it's like, Charmaine, with this being virtual, $2,500 is a night, a hotel, valet parking, food, dinner, the whole thing. It's $2,500 right there. Is there anyone who can help us at the $2,500 level right now? We have Anonymous flashing. Thank you so much, Anonymous.
Thank you.
Rob Mitchell's at 140, Gary Kincaid 800, Jeff Picklington 360. And we've already mentioned Brian and the Gannons. Thank you so much.
Lots of anonymous.
Lots of anonymous coming in. This is important, folks. It's like our own little telethon right now. All right. If you want to give $2,500, remember, you get back roughly 68% for your taxes, personally or corporately. So it's a great way to give and paying it forward. Next, our level is $1,500. $1,500 is amazing. We have some sponsors coming in at this level already. I see Capilano Kitchen and Bath. Thank you so much, Capilano Kitchen and Bath. Your donation means the world of difference. Philippa Fitness, thank you so much. Bruce Russell, thank you so much, Bruce, and your family. Sugar Bowl Holdings, I love that name. That's a great company name.
Yeah.
Thank you so much at the $1,500.
Sweetening the pot.
They are
Yeah.
sweetening the pot. Charmaine,
Thank
you
you.
were absolutely
That's awesome.
right.
Thank
We're
you,
still at
Cheryl. Thank
$1,500 before we scroll away from that. It's really important. Is there anybody else who can help us out at $1,500? It's a wonderful gift. We just received a $10,000. Anybody else out there? All right, let's move on to our next level. Thank you so much. Here's a great one, Charmaine. $1,000 will help 8 youth in sport. $1,000 helps 8 youth in sport. Please, folks, help us out here. $1,000. You know, you'll miss it today, but you won't tomorrow, and you'll pay it forward for $1,000.
Yeah, plus tax receipts.
Plus tax receipt. Paul and Diane, Dick, thank you so much, Paul and Diane, for that wonderful $1,000 gift. I see Ian Smorchevsky, $100. Thank you so much, Ian. Who else can help us out at $1,000 level? Don't be shy, folks. This is critical. This is why we're here tonight. It's important to raise these funds and to be able to say yes to any family, and also to find those children in sport who may be sitting on the sidelines this year. And, you know, coaches go, why isn't Billy or Sam or Susie or Tracy, why aren't they in? They've been in for 4 or 5 years. There could be personal issues happening with the family, and A4K is there to be able to help, to go and speak to them with kindness, in a respectful way, and to say, look, we can help you out if you need help.
We're
And by
helping
the
them
way,
to get to the starting line, right?
exactly. And the important thing to also mention is there are some families that may not have the full tuition that's required for a sport, and A4K can come in there with your help. And really, it's all about respect. You know, no family wants to ask. They don't. Obviously, it's something that's painful to them, but they also don't want to see their kids without.
Absolutely.
And as you know, Charmaine, you said earlier how important sport is, and how it really changed and builds the psyche and gives you self-esteem, and partnering with your teammates and camaraderie. I mean, so many important things. We all know what it was like. I know, as you know, I'm not an athlete, as a kid playing baseball as a kid, how important Elm Park Little League was for me, and how I have friends from then.
That's right. Those friendships last forever. They last
40
forever.
years later, we're
That's
still
right.
friends.
The
So
memories
absolutely.
last forever, and what you learn from sport lasts forever too. It takes you
Absolutely.
in all areas of life for sure.
So $1,000 will help 8 kids. Our next level, thank you so much, folks, for helping with this. $500 will help 3 children in sport. Now think about that, changing the lives of 3 kids. Look at this. Kevin Qualtrough, thank you so much. $400 for your donation. Hallmark Housekeeping, thank you so much. Cordero Maintaina, thank you so much for your donation of $500. Pacific Breeze Heating and Cooling Inc., thank you so much for your donation. $500, folks, please pick up the phone now and literally do your thing with givergy.ca/A4K. Please help us out if you can. We also have some $500 donations. Andy
West Coast GPS. We got the West Coast GPS as well.
Oh, yes, and we have Fusion Security, Gordon Funt, Andy Stashik. Thank you so much. You folks are wonderful. You're paving the way to help us be able to say yes to any family that needs it across British Columbia, which is important. And their money stays here in our province, will help children in sport. And, you know, we've said it over and over how important children in sport is.
Now, I know a lot of athletes are probably out there watching, or those who, you know, competed at any level. So I just want to challenge everyone out there to put in $500. I'll donate that myself.
Oh, wow.
Personally. So, you know, maybe we'll get that match from some others who've really benefited from sport in so many ways. So happy to do that.
Thank you,
Small
Charmaine,
gesture.
you and your husband. So here it is, folks. There's a $500 match. Charmaine is going to match it. Please give us $500. Who's going to be the first person right now that I can say you've just matched with an Olympian? You don't get to say that often.
I'll call them personally. How's that?
Charmaine's going to call you personally. I mean, that's worth $5,000. Who's going to give me $500 right now? We're waiting for someone to come in. While we're waiting for that, think about that. That will be your personal match with Charmaine Crooks. We also want to go to a next level. $200 will help 1 child in sport. Who can help us with $200, folks? That's amazing. $200 is like movie and a dinner night out, right? And we're doing it at home today. Who else can help us with the $200 amount? We're still looking for a $500 match. Sandra Davidon, thank you so much. $40. That's wonderful. Thank you for your gift. And by the way, no amount is too little, too big. We'll take everything because it all goes into this pool, and we'll be able to hopefully announce how we've done. And again, the silent auction goes a little after us, but we can give you a rough idea how we've done. Anybody else at $200, folks? We're almost coming to the end here. Is there anyone else at $200? We're still waiting for who's going to match with Charmaine. I mean, this is unbelievable. $500, you get a personal phone call and a thank you.
They have till 8:30.
They have till 8:30, exactly. And if you don't do it, I'm coming to your house. So I think you want the call from Charmaine as opposed to me. Okay, our next level is $100. Now, folks, everyone can do $100, and that is helping put a young child in sport. $100. Who can help us with $100 here, folks? Please use the QR code that's on the screen, or go to our A4K Givergy platform to be able to donate. If you've donated and want to do it again, you may have to refresh your screen. Don't worry about that. But who wants to give $100? We're at our last level, or any amount. We will take any amount, right, Charmaine?
Absolutely, for sure. And thank you. It's all appreciated.
Absolutely. We have Anonymous, $195, Rob Mitchell, $140, Gary Kincaid, $800. Thank you so much. Ian Smorchevsky, thank you so much for $100. Anonymous for $110. Catherine Phillips, there you go.
Thank you, Catherine.
You're getting a call from Charmaine very quickly. So operators are standing by, as they say, and Charmaine will giving you a call when we go off air. So that's wonderful. You see, it's about, you know, meeting new friends and keeping friends for life. Thank you so much, Catherine. That's amazing. All right. Remember, folks, keep giving, even though we might have stopped this fund to need portion. It's really important to please give. Every dollar is going to be counted, and we're going to be able to show how your transformation tonight has done really wonderful good to those who so need it.
That's great. Thank you. And here's, I guess we're going to now have a look at some of our sponsors who have been such great champions for us. Here's a look at our sponsors.
Thank you.
What to do, what to see, where to eat, where to be. Global BC community reporter Michael Newman wants to help you get to know your BC better. Global BC, in your community.
Maven is a consulting company that provides capital project management services for the power industry. We focus on the markets of Western and Northern Canada. Maven's vision is to be recognized as the infrastructure project leader in the markets that we serve.
Maven is a talented group of engineering, procurement, and construction management professionals that get excited about delivering capital projects for sustainable resource sector. We're very proud of what we call the Share 1% program, where we reinvest about 1% of our revenue back into the local communities where we operate. The vision behind it really was we want to share in the benefits that we receive. It's, it's not all just about us. We are, as we're established as a company, we're part of this community.
At Capilano Audi, our family-owned company has delivered the very best the Audi brand has to offer for over 50 years. Our recognizable team is proud to call North Vancouver home, and we look forward to continuing to innovate into the future with you. Our showroom is home to all of the latest models for you to experience in a safe and friendly environment. Start the next chapter of your Audi journey today at Capilano Audi.
Hi everyone, this is Dave Babbage, former Vancouver Canuck and former board member of Athletics for Kids, A4K. First of all, I'd like to thank you all for being at the virtual gala. I hope you're enjoying yourself. I know we all know how important sports have been in our lives. So I certainly appreciate that. I think it's just a huge part of life lessons, being on a team, being a team member, learning how to get along with people, and working hard for a goal. Again, thanks for your support. After this year, there's many kids that didn't get a chance to participate in the sport that they love and had a chance to before. So please support Athletics for Kids, and let's get the kids back in the game. Thanks again for supporting this. Have a good night.
Hi everyone, I'm Jeff Gilovich, and I'm happy to be able to support an organization like Athletics for Kids. Mountain biking has always been a big part of my life, and I'm thankful that I've had the opportunity to get involved from such a young age. The sport has introduced me to my best friends, a deep knowledge of the mountains, and a career that I'm very proud of. I honestly don't know what I'd be doing if I hadn't found mountain biking. So I'm always a bit of a troublemaker until I could find something to put my focus and energy towards. Biking has given me the ability to be a leader, a teacher, a brand manager, as well as a first responder. You could say I'm a product of my environment. To know that there are still kids in our province who want to learn to bike, skate, and ski, but can't due to financial barriers is very frustrating to me, and I really appreciate that Athletics for Kids is making a difference. I hope that more kids can have some of the experiences that I have had. And I know that it starts with a strong support from the community. Thank you.
Thank you again to all of our incredible sponsors who've been with us, and thank you all for joining us tonight and for tuning in to the Game On virtual gala. And drum roll, please. Drum roll, please.
Yes.
Okay. We have raised $130,000 and growing. Isn't that incredible?
And growing,
And
because
growing.
we are
Amazing.
still live
Yeah.
till 8:30 for the silent auction items, which haven't been included. Want to thank our wonderful friends here in the studio and at Givergy. And don't forget, you have until 8:30 tonight to bid on the silent auction items, and we will be accepting your donations at any time.
Well, we've come to the end of our
Wow.
amazing virtual 1-hour gala here, and we've gotten to our finish line, but thank you for getting kids to the starting line. So on behalf of my dear friend Howard and I and everyone at Athletics for Kids, thank you very much, and let's keep the celebration going. Thank you all.
Get your game on.
Cheers to you all.
Good night.
Good night.